Why I'm naming my podcasts or live streams based on certain songs, I have no idea. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome to another live stream. I just decided to try to make these a weekly thing, and basically get these things going in case you guys have any questions and whatnot. So yeah, this is just kind of just a little Q&A in case you guys want to ask me questions and shit. Thought I'd just give you some updates of what's been happening for me this week. As you guys can tell, this month I've been pretty busy posting a lot of videos for you guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying the classic reviews, some of the new stuff that Bradley's putting out, the Jurassic Park Legacy review, the 5th part, or what are we on? We're on the 6th part now. There's a new King Kong review coming out Thursday. Yeah, glad to see you guys all here. And yeah, we just passed 2,900 subscribers. And I'm hoping we can get to 3,000 by the end of the year, if not earlier before the end of the year. I would love to do that because I'm going up about 100 subscribers a month. So if you guys want to help the channel, share my channel around, get people to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, basically this week, let me actually just put the camera down a little better here. So yeah, this week has been pretty crazy. I've been going around place to place. I've been doing a lot of fun stuff. Ended up, what was it? The highlight of this week. I love what Eric's already saying. I demand Burger King. But to the point. This week, or last Thursday actually, I got a surprise where I went to see Phil Collins in Toronto. It was his I think final performance in Toronto, because you gotta think about it, the guy is getting up there, but he's really kind of like, he still can sing and shit. He's fantastic. But yeah, he has been, yeah, he was in Toronto, and my mom was lucky enough to get me tickets to go see Phil Collins. And I love Phil Collins. I love Genesis. They're one of my favorite bands next to the Eagles. So seeing him live was really spectacular. He played a lot of songs I enjoyed, some of my favorite tracks, and some new tracks that I've gotten to listen to since. And one of them was the name of this live stream, Can't Turn Back the Years. I fucking love that song. Great song to kind of be my swan song for the year, essentially. So yeah, I did that. Aside from that, I'm just, aside from working on YouTube videos and everything, I've been busy prepping because my sister's getting married next week, which is really cool, and I'm going to be doing filming the wedding video on that, and that's why I've been kind of semi-busy, not being able to interact with much of the fans here, because I have been busy prepping for my sister's wedding, which is a huge thing right now for the family. So I have my aunt and uncle up here. They're coming out from North Carolina, which is cool. And aside from that, not much. I've been playing the Monopoly game. I've been playing the Monopoly game at McDonald's. It's like the worst time of year to eat McDonald's, but like, I'm sorry, I gotta play the game. I gotta play the game. It's kind of a thing I have, right? So I've been doing that. And aside from that, in some good news, there might be a possibility of the next Jurassic Park Legacy reviews airing next week. Possibly, because some good news, I've been really ahead of schedule lately, so I will keep you guys posted on that. Really, I have to edit only a few minor things. There's a little cameo in there I gotta put in that's super funny for a little skit. But hopefully the Jurassic Park ride review will be out next week. I don't know officially yet, but it's just kind of just letting you know that it's about 90-95% done. So we're getting close to that deadline, and then right after that, it will go immediately to the Fallen Kingdom review as soon as I can. Aside from that, I have finished the script for the mid-season finale with the King Kong reviews. I want to say thank you all so much for participating in sending us your reviews to add into the script, which is fantastic. We got a pretty solid emotional script that we're going to put out, and we're probably going to start shooting next month, which is going to be good. And then right after that episode airs, I think by that point, the new remaster of my Kong movie will be out by that point. And so, yeah, there's that. There's, I've also, funny enough, I haven't been able to edit much today because we were getting the carpets cleaned upstairs, and I have been unable to use my tower for editing. So I spent most of today writing 2 scripts. I've written, what did I write today? I finished up a script for a certain movie I'm going to be reviewing in April. That would be the Dragon Ball Evolution review. I got the script. I got pretty much the second draft done today, and I also got the part 1 of the 2-part Valentine's special. I am planning for February. Those are finished part 1 today. Probably gonna write part 2 later tonight and work overtime, which would be great. And yeah, aside from that, it's been pretty productive, and it's been a pretty good week so far. I mean, what else can you do aside from fucking seeing Phil Collins? I mean, the guy's a fucking legend. And by the way, the concert we were at was fantastic. I want to point out that, I don't know if many people know this, but his 17-year-old son is playing the drums. His son is incredible. What a good kid to hang out with his dad like that. It was a great moment. Like, he's doing piano, and him and his dad are doing this nice little duet. It's super sweet. And God bless Phil Collins. He's a really great artist, really great talent. I can't wait to see what he what the rest of his tour is going to be like. So that was fantastic. So there's that, and then there's just prepping for my possible trip to New York around November, December, because I got to film my review of the Kong musical at some point. That's also in the works. Anyway, so now that I've kind of updated you guys on what's been happening, I figured I would answer a few questions for you. So I guess the first one we're going to go to Huey Tumor, who's been great here at the chats, saying, "Hey Jack, did you know the original promo for Jurassic Park: The Ride was narrated by the same guy who did?" You know what? I kind of figured that it was the same narrator who did the trailer narration for the Jaws movies, which is funny because I think Spielberg and him always work on trailers and shit. And I love it. It's just like deep. Like, if you guys don't remember the Jurassic Park ride trailer, which scared the crap out of me, it was basically the trailer guy's like, deep within your sightings, there are fears. Fears you never knew until now. Jurassic Park, the ride, only at Universal Studios Hollywood. I love that guy's voice. He's fantastic. Is he still alive? I don't even know. So let's see. What other questions we got here? Bryce Day asks, are you still going to do a review of Tremors, or are you busy? Again, it's not on the schedule right now, Bryce, but maybe someday. I've never seen Tremors, but who knows? Hey, Jack, I'm 13 years old. I'm a huge fan of you and your channel. I was wondering if you could send a pic of concept to 600. Wait, did you send me mail today? Okay, if that's the case, spoiler alert, because I just got your lettering today. I'm going to do a video on it, so hopefully that'll be out later on down the line this month. I do want to start doing videos on the fan mail I get, which is fantastic. And by the way, while we're at it, if you guys want to mail me stuff, there is my mailing box address is in the description of this video. Or you can just basically get a pen and paper and write this address, which is BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. You can send me fan mail, you can send me gifts, you can send me whatever you want, and I will feature it on the show, which would be fantastic. I'll feature it on the channel. So if you guys want to mail me stuff, that'd be fantastic. All right, let's see. Next questions. Milo Birdsong asks, 2 questions. Which is worse, Jaws 3 or Jurassic Park 3? And who would win, Congo or Yeti? Okay. So, worse, I'd have to say Jaws 3. I find that movie incredibly boring. And it's mostly because the effects are shit, and the pacing's really off, it drags, it's not fun. It's not a very good film, honestly, in my opinion. Not a great film. And I'd rather watch Jurassic Park 3 because at least there's fun stuff happening in the film, but in a really stupid film. In terms of Congo or Yeti, I would go with Congo. As much as Congo is a shitty gorilla suit, at least it looks like a gorilla. Yeti is just an ugly film. It's a very weird, ugly film. Very weird, made in the 70s in Toronto when there was a bunch of hippies and stuff. And speaking of hippies, might as well put this out there for Canada, for us in Canada. It's Weed Wednesday. They have legalized that shit, which is fantastic. So for anybody who is into smoking a little pot, please smoke responsibly and enjoy a good movie. Enjoy a good movie. I would recommend Legend or Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 if you want to smoke up or something. But kids, don't wait till you're 18. Follow the rules. And don't tell them I sent you. Anyway, to the point. Let's see here. What other questions do we have here? Okay, we got some. Hey, Jack, I was wondering if you could review the original Wolfman movie and the remake of the Wolfman 2010. There are some points. I do want to get to start reviewing more of the Universal monster movies. I am going to start next year with Mummy Month, and it's going to be a review of the 99 Mummy, Mummy Returns, Mummy 2 with the Dragon Emperor, and the 2017 Mummy, which sucks. I will definitely bring up the Boris Karloff Mummy in the beginning of the series, although it's not on my radar at the moment to review. But I will be definitely bringing up the Mummy at that point. I figured down the road I'll do Modern Monsters, because I think I might have a story for that as well to put into the reviews that involves all the classic monsters. I just watched NC's review of Van Helsing, and honestly, like, I've never seen Van Helsing, but I did find the review one of the funniest ones in a while, because the funniest bit is fucking Jigsaw. It's this puppet Jigsaw, and he just keeps turning to the camera going, "This is bullshit." I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. And granted, Van Helsing, I finally took a look at it, like, this, I'm glad I've kind of avoided it. It's not, the effects don't look that good. It's a great concept, but handed to a different director who respects more of the monsters, I think it would have been better. So, yeah, I am planning at some point to do some of the Universal monsters, and that will also, at some point, Brace, I will review the original Phantom of the Opera with Lon Chaney, which would be fantastic. Hey, Jack, why did you post about the YouTube was down yesterday? Because it was down everywhere, and I figured I'd just fuck around and have some fun while it's gone. I just thought that'd be fun to do, was just to interact with people on Twitter and stuff, which, by the way, follow me on Twitter. I'm starting to get a lot more of a following now on Twitter, which is fantastic. Carter Jones asks, "Hey, Jack, have you ever seen the new trailer for Pet Sematary?" I don't know why people keep asking me about Pet Sematary. I've never seen the original. I've never read the book, and I don't know. I just wouldn't be a fan of Pet Sematary, to be honest. I don't think it'd be my thing in that sense. So, yeah, they are talking about the narrator guy from Jaws who did pass away in 2006, 2007. Okay, that sucks. He seemed like a nice guy. Really nice guy. Inuyasha Dinosaur 101 Brewer asks, "What is your favorite Frosty the Snowman Rankin Bass character, and who are your thoughts on Mattel Versasaurus?" Okay, so do you mean like character in the Frosty Rankin Bass special? I mean, I have to go with Frosty, and I do like the magician guy because I think he's fucking pathetic villain, very pathetic villain. You know, come to think of it, I would do a Christmas special at some point this year. I don't know. But I think at some point I want to get back into doing some holiday specials. Like, I think next on my list for me for Christmas movies I do want to cover, I want to cover the Nutcracker Prince with Kiefer Sutherland. It was an animated film, and I think it's probably the best adaptation of the Nutcracker story next to Care Bears. It's a guilty pleasure, the Care Bears Nutcracker, and the Nutcracker play with Macaulay Culkin. You know what? I might consider that this year, especially with the new Nutcracker coming out. I might consider reviewing Nutcracker Prince. I don't know. It's just not an announcement. I haven't written the script. It's a possibility. Not The Year Without a Santa Claus. Can I be honest? And Huey's probably going to hate me. I'm not a fan of that special, Year Without a Santa Claus. Like, the two Meiser brothers are cool, but the rest of the special kind of sucks, in my opinion. Like, in terms of Rankin Bass specials, I do like Rudolph. That's the one I watch the most. I've been starting to be more of a fan of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, because it's probably the best Santa Claus origin story. And plus, Mickey Rooney's a great Santa. I'm sorry, he's just a fantastic Santa. I like Frosty. I think I've only seen Rudolph Shiny New Year once. Is that the one where they crossed over with Frosty? I can't remember there was a crossover with all the Rankin Bass Christmas characters. I can't remember which special that was. Never seen Little Drummer Boy, just because it actually looks kind of really depressing. And I have seen Frosty Returns, which I'm surprised the next Frosty movie wasn't called Frosty Forever. Nutcracker, the motion picture. Oh, and please tell me there's long establishing shots of the Starship Enterprise, but it's a Christmas tree. If you're talking that kind of motion picture, Huey, oh, fuck, I don't know. But yeah, so in terms of that kind of stuff, I wouldn't be too sure. Miss June B. Films asks who would win in a fight, Professor George Challenger or Carl Denham. I'm going to go with Carl Denham. Well, I don't know. Maybe the two would just kind of be kind of at odds with each other. I think they would actually maybe even be on the same side. I think they'd be like Challenger and Denham would be more just kind of on the same side, looking for adventure, and Denham would want to film it, while Challenger would want to study it. That's what I would say. Hey Jack, what do you like better than the Miser Brothers or the Winter Warlock? Wait, Winter Warlock's the one from Santa Claus is Coming to Town? That guy, the snowboarder dude. The only thing can I be honest? The only thing I really liked about the Miser Brothers was the bit that was in Batman and Robin. That was actually my first introduction to those characters. Was Batman and Robin when fucking Mr. Freeze is Carolining his fucking minions and singing "I'm Mr. White Christmas" is like, come on, sing! Louder, louder, come on, sing, come on! Ugh. Know what? Batman and Robin is very hit or miss for me. It's, sometimes I hate it, sometimes I kind of like it, and sometimes it's just fucking hilarious, in my opinion. I don't know. Batman and Robin's very mixed. I'll have to take a look at that, Hugh. It's because, honestly, like, when I was growing up, I did watch a few Nutcracker specials. I'll take a look at it. The other great Nutcracker adaptation, this one people barely remember, and that is Mickey's Nutcracker. Now, Mickey's Nutcracker was a live show at Disneyland over the holidays, and it had the funniest narrator. But what's great is that they aired it on television, and I remember seeing it back on the Family Channel. I think for US, it's probably the Disney Channel. But the Family Channel aired it, which is the Disney Channel here in Canada, and I have this thing on VHS still, and I adored that special. I don't know if it's ever been released officially by Disney, but it's a great. That's probably my next favorite Nutcracker special is Mickey's Nutcracker. And look it up. It's actually pretty interesting. Funny enough, the guy who narrated the special, I guess he worked at Disneyland or something. But I think he has a YouTube channel, and nowadays he's kind of being a very anti-government kind of weird fucking dude. He's kind of being a George Carlin in a sense. I remember, it's funny because I remember looking this up years ago when I looked it up online, Mickey's Nutcracker, and I discovered he had a channel. Very weird guy nowadays. Anyway, let's see. Hey Jack, I've got a slogan for you. It means hail to HTTK, hail to the king of King named Kong. That was already used by Matthew Lamott's incredible documentary. If you guys want to go check it out, go to our channel, friends, look up Matthew Lamott, and hopefully there's a link in the description for his documentary. So, let's see here. Do you play Fortnite? No, I don't play Fortnite, and I don't play Overwatch, which, by the way, Raka, make an Overwatch versus Fortnite video. I'd probably watch that. But I don't, I'll be honest, guys. I am not into any of the new gaming shit right now. A couple of reasons. Like, I refuse to get an Xbox One. I refuse to get Nintendo Switch and Xbox One, maybe. But gaming for me right now is not a priority. And also, I'm just not a fan of today's gaming way things work. Mostly because, one, gaming systems are now probably $1,000. Two, games nowadays are $100. But you're only paying for half the fucking game. I remember back in my day, video games were $50. You get the whole fucking game, and you just get to play through it. If you wanted extra stuff, you'd get a cheat code or get bonus stuff. The whole thing of it being all online now, and everything is pretty much, you're only getting half the game, and you're not getting everything. You're not basically being the game. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't care for it. I am pretty much blacklisting new gaming systems until they fix their shit. So for me, new gaming stuff is not a priority. The games I will get right now are from the old days to the Xbox 360. That's kind of my cutoff date. Unless there's an arcade or something, I don't care. But bottom line, that's kind of my range in gaming, in my opinion. And even then, I don't play much. Although at some point, once I get a better tower, once I get a better computer, I might consider doing Let's Plays somehow. I don't know. But I think it'd be fun to get into sort of that gaming stuff. I don't know if I do live stream gaming, but I think I could do like Let's Plays and stuff. I'd be okay with doing that. I think I'd be fine with that. Because at some point I do want to start reviewing more games. I do like some of the games on my list that I do want to review. I want to review the original Battlefront 2 Star Wars on Xbox, my second favorite game of all time, and my number one favorite game of all time. I do want to review Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. That was my first game I ever played. The first game I ever played in my life. I fucking love it. It's a piece of my childhood. And I play it every time I want to play a simple super. It's the definitive video game. It's a great side scroller. A lot of people say, "Oh, the Genesis is better." No. Super Nintendo, man. Super Nintendo had the better sound and the better gameplay. It's fucking Capcom. I love Capcom. Anything they put out is gold. But for me, yeah, like. There are a couple games, so maybe what I do is I do a Let's Play where I play the game and then use that footage to review said game. Which, by the way, guys, another bit of gaming news. Come Halloween, we do have a little special coming up with Bradley Dunn. He will be doing a review of Luigi's Mansion 2 for the 3DS, so you guys can check it out. We shot in this really cool haunted location. We're basically replicating the game. So look forward to that in a couple weeks. So there you go. Hey, Jack, do you think Phantom of the Opera is a monster or a ghost movie? I like to consider it because the Lon Chaney film is definitely a monster movie. And it was primarily a monster movie. Everything else that has come since has been either kind of a ghost movie mixed with, like, a romantic drama. And that's not my Phantom. I like my Phantom to be scary, in my opinion. Let's see here. Hey, Jack, since you reviewed King Kong movies and games, why not review King Kong toys since you did it with Jurassic Park toys? You know what, Ralph? That's a possibility. It wasn't on the radar beforehand. The problem is there's only a few Kong toys that I have that are worth reviewing. I mean, if I were to review the entire Playmates toy line from Congo 5, it would cost me hundreds of dollars because, like, a lot of those toys nowadays are worth a bit. I do have a couple of them. I might consider it. But I don't think there's enough toys to really garner an opinion. I mean, the closest thing I could probably, if I got some more 76 stuff and everything, like maybe the board game and shit like that, maybe. But that would be let me put it like this. It'd be a very expensive production because of just how valuable a lot of the stuff is going for now. A few stops at G-Fest and then maybe. Let's see. BigJackFilms, can you do a review of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man? You know, it's funny you mention that because Spider-Man has been kind of on my watch list for a while because I wanted to go back and see the original 3 Raimi films. And it was mostly sparked because of Movie Bob's video called Really That Good, Spider-Man 1 and 2. And he pointed out how fucking good those movies are compared to all the other Spider-Man movies that have come before. And funny enough, it is a possibility that I review that because I may consider doing more superhero stuff, but I don't want to get too into it. Like, they'd be very sporadic reviews. I don't know yet. But, like, Spider-Man I've been wanting to go back and watch. And if you want my overall opinion on all the Spider-Man movies so far, I love the first one. I love the second one. The third one I like, but it's not as good as 1 and 2. Amazing Spider-Man 1 has not aged that well, but I do like a lot of elements in it. I think the suit is the best Spider-Man suit because it's probably the most realistic approach for someone to create a legit Spider-Man suit as an Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a piece of fucking shit. I hated that movie with a burning passion. It is the Batman and Robin of Marvel movies, in my opinion. It's just too much going on, overly bright and colorful, which I swear to God, Joel Schumacher came in and took over the set for that thing. Hated it. Hated Amazing Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man Homecoming I haven't seen yet, nor Captain America Civil War. I'm very behind on my Marvel movies. But I heard Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, does a fantastic job. I think at some point, maybe, I don't know, but that would require a lot more to do like a bunch of Marvel movies, and I just don't have time for that. I'm just right now, really, I'm just focusing on the movies that I want to review, like the ones I want to talk about, maybe some that haven't gotten much attention, some that don't have much love, and some that I just kind of enjoy overall. So, maybe. Spider-Man is maybe. Although I will say this. I was lucky enough to see Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark on Broadway, and it was better than any of the fucking movies. I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up, because I literally saw this thing. I was expecting this thing to be like a big Power Rangers stunt show craptacular. Surprisingly, it kind of was. It reminded me a lot of the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers live show that 7-Up produced back in the mid-90s. They did a tour of that. It reminded me a lot of that, but it also reminded me, it just was overall a great musical, and the best adaptation of the story of Spider-Man as a whole. Green Goblin was great. Spider-Man swinging around was fantastic. The sets were great. The stunt and wire work was fantastic. The music by Bono was really damn good. I don't know why people hated it. Because I like to consider Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark essentially the Waterworld of Broadway musicals. Overly budget, over schedule, so many production problems, and it finally came out and people were just like, eh. And it just kind of just came and went, which is a shame. And, you know, honestly, I thought it was a fantastic musical. And not only that, I did kind of get to go behind the scenes. I got to go backstage and talk to the cast and everything, which was fun. But that's just me. I hope to get that treatment somehow with Kong, but who knows? I really want to get down to that. And here's the plan also for the Kong musical. I do want to go see it. I do want to go see it if I can get the time and money to do so. I'm hoping to at least go and film my segments while the marquee is still there. I'm planning to do a lot of segments in New York City. I do want to travel to Manhattan, and I do want to get myself talking about the movie or talking about the musical. However, if I don't get a chance to see it, I'm still going to go to New York and film my segments. But I will most likely have to try to see if anybody has a taped copy of the musical if I'm ever going to watch it and appreciate it. I will probably have to do that, and even then I'll have to do that for footage for a review, because there's only so much of it out there. I will have to use footage from online. So, who knows, but that will be coming. I do want to review that musical at some point, because it's been on my radar since 2013 when it was on Australia. So, who knows? Let's see what happens. Hopefully I can get something out of it. Okay, next question. Oh god, no! No, Toonzilla, I will not review that. Huey already covered it, and he said it's one of the worst, and I'm gonna fucking agree with them. Not gonna do it. What is the best episode of the 1966 Toei Kong series, if there is one? I only watched a handful of episodes. I vaguely remember them when I reviewed them, and not a fan. Not a fan of that, of really any of the cartoon shows, really. They had their chance. They had 3 strikes. They're out. I don't care about Kong as an animated series. Unless they did something where it's a straight adaptation, maybe like a mini-series, as an anime, or in the style of Batman the Animated Series, I don't fucking care. So, for those wondering about the animated stuff, garbage. They've all been garbage. So, that's happening. Let's see here. Have you seen The Incredibles? Yeah, I loved The Incredibles growing up. I haven't seen the sequel yet. I kind of missed out on a lot of movies. So, Incredibles 2, I heard was meh. So, I don't know if I'll probably get a chance to see it. Really, Pixar for me. The dead area for me has been post Toy Story 3, because I just feel like nothing can top that. Hugh Timmer says you and I should do a voice video called "What If Disney Made a Kong Movie?" They tried that, Mighty Kong, with a lot of people who worked for Disney, and it sucked. Well, the only way I can see us doing it is basically just saying, okay, let's just take Tarzan and make that a Kong movie. That's really the only way I can see it happening, Huey, is that they just got the same exact team who made Tarzan Phil Collins and all, and made a fucking Kong movie out of it. That's really the only way I can see that happening. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Maybe. It has to depend on my schedule. I'll have to see what's going on. What do you expect to happen in the next Jurassic World film? I kind of do have a premise of what I want. I just want the world to go extinct. Like, I want it to take a very dark Planet of the Apes turn. And I want them to basically, like, I'll talk about it maybe sometime down the road. I'll do a Let's Talk on Jurassic World 3 and what I want from the franchise. Your idea for for a perfect Kong ride. I want confrontation to come goddamn back, that's for sure. Aside from that, like, honestly, Reign of Kong really wasn't that bad. I actually really enjoyed it. The only thing it lacked was a photo op with a bust of Kong. I just really wish they did that. From my perspective, I really wish they did that. And yeah, like, that's the only thing I really wish they did was put that in there. But if I wanted the definitive Kong ride, I'd kind of make it like Jurassic Park, but with animatronics with 3D. I don't know if that's been done yet, like a water ride with 3D imagery. That'd be cool at some point. I think that'd be really interesting. Hold on, I'm just going to send the link to this live stream to a few friends of mine and just tell them what we're on. Hold up. Actually, no, I'll just fucking do it on my phone. What am I thinking? Okay, back to questions. Hey Jack, can you review Theodore Rex because it's okay? You know what? I've seen NC's review of that. It doesn't look that bad. I think the dinosaur effects look pretty damn good for the most part. Maybe. I do want to break from doing other dinosaur movies aside from Kong and Jurassic Park. I do want my next real dinosaur review post the Legacy reviews. I want to do a review. I want to finally get into some Harryhausen movies. I want to review 1 Million Years BC because that is my all-time favorite Harryhausen film. In my opinion, it's like my personal favorite. Rented that a bunch of times from the video store, Blockbuster, and everything. It's just something I've wanted to cover. So that will probably be next for dinosaur-related reviews. Will be 1 Million Years BC. So hold up, I'm just gonna send this link to everybody that I know. I don't want the sound getting in. Just hold your horses, people. Yeah, hold up. I'm gonna also send this to people on Twitter. Wait, can I not? Shit, I can't send. Wait, hold on. Technology's weird. Technology's very weird. Delete. Okay, that'll do for now. Actually, no, fuck. I'm gonna send this to some people I know. Sorry, guys. I'm just sending this to like a few people. Send this to. No, fucking. I'm sending it to Discord. I'm actually part of a few Discord things, which is pretty cool. So if you guys are interested, I will send it. I will also send it to the general chat. And there we go. Hopefully that came in well. I don't know. Can I also send it to... Hold your horses, folks. Yeah, keep chatting. Send it to the Queen. There we go. Okay. And we're back. Alright, so, sorry, I just wanted to send that out to a few people, just let them know I was online. Yes, this has been another pointless moment. BigJackFilms, what are your thoughts on Toho's film GMK? It's one of my favorite Godzilla movies. That's for damn sure. Nick Jackson hates it. Hates it. Yeah. What do you think is the best Frankenstein? I like the Boris Karloff. Well, best monster, Boris Karloff. Best doctor, Peter Cushing. Hands down. That's how I can put it. Because I love the Hammer Frankenstein series just for Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein. Great, fantastic actor, in my opinion. So, JP Rabbit Adventure Universal Student Parts, another great ride. Yeah, I will be talking about the other Jurassic Park rides at other Universal parks. That'll be definitely be a thing. Let's see here. Jack, I was wondering if you could do a Let's Talk about a King Kong anime with the 1996 script. That'd be amazing, but I don't think there's enough material to talk about it because I pretty much talk about both bits in depth. So I don't know, maybe I'm not too sure. No worries, Carter Jones. Just don't worry about it. No worries. When is the live action King Kong TV show coming out? And will you plan to put it in a King Kong review if it ever comes out? I have no idea what's happening with that show. The last time I checked, there were rumors it was getting like canned. I'm not too sure, but then there was rumors it was coming back. I really don't know at this point until we see. Here's how I put it with this stuff: until production starts, then I will probably not talk about it. Like until production starts, it's not something that I want to like discuss until the cameras start rolling on that show, or at least doing an update. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Grinch movie? Can I be honest? I'm just not a fan of Elimination. Was not a fan of really anything they've put out since Despicable Me. I saw the first Despicable Me and I was like, this is boring. This is for real little kids, and this is not my flavor. So since then, every Illumination movie, been not a fan of. And why are they doing the Grinch again, for fuck's sakes? You know, I mean, I like the cartoon. I love the Chuck Jones cartoon. Why touch that? Why get rid of that out of history? I don't fucking know. And you know what? I am one of those people who will defend the Jim Carrey Grinch because I think it's fucking hilarious. It's a very funny movie. And if you know what, while we're on Christmas specials, if you guys want to see the rundown of like my favorite Christmas specials, go to our channel and look up the top 10 Big Jack Films Christmas specials. That was our first Christmas special we really ever did, and it's one of my favorites. And I talk about a lot of my favorite Christmas specials in depth there. I'll probably put it up in the community page just in case people want to see it, but it's a very old video. It was pretty much my first scripted video that I ever did as a whole, so definitely check that out. But bear in mind, some of the jokes are a bit cringy, although there's one and two in there that I love, that are still fucking hilarious. So there's that. Oh, Jared, I'm sorry about that. I hope she's okay. I really hope she's okay on that. My best wishes to you, man. Let's see here. Will you review Godzilla vs. Kong? Yes, that will be part of the Kong reviews for sure. I'm thinking about doing a crossover with that with Nick Jackson, possibly. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Jack, have you seen stuff on the series of, seen stuff for my series of Kong? I haven't yet, Eric. I haven't seen any of your stuff yet. I've just been so busy I haven't been able to do much. Please answer my question. Do you think the 1976 Kong suit would have fit with the Heisei era of Godzilla films if Toho remade them? Yes, but I wouldn't say stick to the full design. I would just like do a re version of it. Like I wouldn't even use the original suit because at that point it would have sucked. It would have looked as bad as King Kong versus Godzilla. But I think in terms of yeah, I think that would have been great if they did that. But unfortunately they did it, and without it, we probably wouldn't have gotten Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. Let's be honest there. They replaced one king with another. What if Michael Bay directed Godzilla vs. Kong? I'd be like, fuck you. No, I'm fine with you making all these fucking crappy these fucking toy movies with fucking explosions. Don't do it, Michael Bay. Fuck you. Let's see. What would you think about an anime based on Jurassic Park novel with a dark tone? That'd be great. I really wish, because I don't know what it is about studios nowadays. Like, I remember that a few years ago, there was a surge of studios of, like, Marvel and stuff, and they were doing all these collaborations with Japanese animators. They were trying to do this anime-related stuff. Why the fuck they've stopped doing that, I don't know. Like, if you guys have not seen, there's a great recut trailer, for Star Wars A New Hope. And it's done in an anime style. And it's fucking glorious. I want a whole fucking Star Wars anime movie. Like, I don't give a shit about Star Wars Resistance. That does not look good. Does not look good. It looks like Star Wars meets Stormhawks. And I was not a fan of Stormhawks. So, a Star Wars anime, hand-drawn anime, would be phenomenal. I would pay Lucasfilm top dollar for that. And I would see that shit in theaters if I could. Why they haven't done that yet, I don't have no idea. Like, just do a redo of episode 4, but make it a full anime film, Japanese dub. I will fucking watch that. That would be amazing. Like, the story of the original Star Wars told from a different genre, a different perspective would be great. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on Gamera Heisei trilogy? They're the only Gamera movies I watched, and I did like those. And Huey, yeah, I do apologize when I said wasn't a fan of Gamera. I'm just not a fan of the Showa Gamera. I like the Heisei stuff, the darker shit. I'm not a fan of the old school stuff. Let's see here. I dare you to review the Sony monster movies of the 90s, Bram Stoker's Dracula. No. Okay. I've heard good things about Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I would watch Dracula, or Bram Stoker's the Coppola movie. I'm sorry, Gary Oldman sucks as Dracula. Like, here's what I don't understand about recent Dracula movies since the 90s. Why the fuck do they have to make him so feminine looking? Why do they have to make him look so foppish? That's not the Dracula I know. The Count Dracula I love is either Bela Lugosi or Christopher Lee. That is fucking Dracula. Why the fuck can't movies, like, especially nowadays, especially with Dracula, why can't we go back to that Dracula? Either Lee or Lugosi. I want that Dracula again. Every other Dracula since has just sucked. Terrible. Fucking Gary Oldman, just too foppish and feminine. And I can never look at that movie again without thinking of The Simpsons. Fucking, Luke Evans tried, but it was too fantasy Lord of the Rings based, and it was garbage. And then with Van Helsing, that's not Dracula. That's Count Chocula, for fuck's sakes. And like, the closest thing we could get is fucking Adam Sandler in Hotel Transylvania, but even then it's like, no, it's Adam Sandler. It's fucking dumb. I want my old Dracula back. I want my Lugosi back. I want my Christopher Lee back. If Christopher Lee was still alive and he was able to play Dracula one more time, I'd be like, fuck yes. So just, I like my old school monsters. I like my monsters old school. And yes, Monster Squad. That was the 80s, though. That was kind of the last known good Dracula, like, old school monster movies. But man, all these retellings lately have been so dumb. The closest thing that came to being really a solid remake was the fucking Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. Those are the only retellings of the classic monsters that I enjoyed. Everything else has just sucked. Okay, I take it back. Brendan Fraser's Mummy and Benicio del Toro's Wolfman. Best retellings of the monsters. Everything else, aside from Monster Squad, stinks. Stinks. So everything from like 1990 till now, except for Monster Squad, Brendan Fraser Mummy, Benicio del Toro Wolfman, all are god awful. Awful. And there's my rant on the monster movies. If they're gonna do Dracula, if you're gonna do Frankenstein, go back to the old school stuff. But not in terms of tone, not in terms of look, the design and behavior and acting of these monsters. That's what I want. I want my Lugosi back. I want my Lee back. I want my Cushing back. I want all those guys back. I want my Lon Chaney Jr. back. I want fucking original Lon Chaney back. That's my rant on the monsters. And that's why they suck right now. Do you think the Beast from 20,000 Phantoms should be part of the Monsterverse? No, because that's not, it is Warner Brothers. Well, we did kind of already get a remake of that with Godzilla 98, so fuck it. Which do you prefer on your werewolf? Walking on 2 legs or on 4? I like the 2-legged werewolves. Or actually, you know what? I like both. The combination of both is fine. like American Werewolf in London and The Wolfman. Those are fine. I like those. If there was a combination of those two, those are great. And I do like the original Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr. Best worst sequel. So a sequel so bad it's good. I'd have to say something like Batman and Robin or Superman 4. Mostly because like those movies are just hysterical to watch. Yeah, that would be me. Let's see here. Hey Jack, can you review Tarzan 3? No! Oh god, no! That was fucking garbage. Garbage! You know what? If you want a good review of that silly universe, go check out the Blockbuster Busters review. Way better review. Hey Jack, what do you think about Robert Pattinson? Great actor. Great, fantastic actor. Do you know if Eric Kessler is still working on his fan-made Kong prequel? I think he's still working on that. I'm not too sure, but I think he is working on that at some point. Like, I think he's still trying to get that done. So let's see here. Holy shit. Huey asks, would you approve of a King Kong vs. Godzilla movie if they used the 1984 Godzilla? Yes, that'd be great. You know, I think where all that concept stems from, that whole concept where it stems from, with Godzilla 84 versus Kong 76, mostly comes from the second VHS release of King Kong vs. Godzilla, because they had used both monster designs in their artwork. And that's what people kind of sparked their idea, because that's what they thought the movie was being, and then that turned out to be 64. A lot of people were really confused. That when that first version was released, that they had made a remake. Because again, you gotta remember, this is back in the late 90s or whatever. We weren't getting the Heisei series. So from our standpoint, when we first saw that cover, we thought they remade it, but then it turned out that it was just a reproduction of 62. And that's where this whole idea of Godzilla 84 versus Kong 76 stems from. So that's a question on that. Jack, have you seen The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad and Venom? I haven't seen Venom, but if you guys want to get our opinion on that, go check out Bradley Dunn's review on our channel. We posted that Monday. And I love The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. That is a fantastic fucking movie. That's another goddamn thing. We haven't gotten a Sinbad movie in a good long while. Can we get a new Sinbad movie, but in the style of like the old school Harryhausen stuff, but make it, I'm trying to think, but like make it where it's used to CG, but it looks like the old school stuff. Like it looks like the same creature designs. If we can get some Sinbad movies like that, that'd be great. We haven't gotten Sinbad in a long ass time. Hell, a Sinbad movie in the style of Pirates of the Caribbean, I'd be all for it. That'd be fantastic. But yeah, at some point, that'd be great. I cannot answer that, Milo. Harryhausen versus O'Brien, because they're both equally matched. Now, Inuyasha, Dinosaur 101 or whatever, he had a question. I'm sorry I keep pronouncing it, man. Says, holy shit, we got a lot. With Kikyo and something with Kikyo. You had my attention there. Have you thought about putting her into the reviews like Android 18? Maybe. That's all I'll say is maybe. Is possibly other characters will show up. Who could direct a possible remake of Valley of Gwangi? Steven Spielberg or Peter Jackson? I want Peter Jackson up in that shit. I want more fucking dinosaurs. I want a great remake of that. Are there any movies that are essential for you to watch on Halloween? Yeah, I like the original Halloween. Any of the Universal monster movies I'll watch. Sometimes the scary movies, a couple others. Like, I love Corpse Bride. I actually like that more than Nightmare Before Christmas. Sad to say. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. That's more of a November movie. But for Halloween, I prefer Corpse Bride. I enjoy watching Michael Jackson's Thriller. I enjoy, I'm trying to think of other Halloween movies I watch. Yeah, and, well, really, you know what, honestly, the one I watched mostly as a tradition for the last few years, I do my entire marathon of Cinemassacre's Monster Madness because I love to watch that shit. And I think I'm on like season 5, which is sequel or 80s. No, I'm on 80s-a-thon. I'm on 80s-a-thon. So I think I'm on like season 7, 6 or 7. But I love Monster Madness. That's the thing I watch every year. That kind of got me into more of them. Pierce Brosnan or Daniel Craig as James Bond? Mine is Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan for me is the best Bond. I want a remake of the 1976 film. Here's what I would suggest. Not a remake. I'd love to see a movie about the making of the film. Like kind of like an Ed Wood style film, but in the tone of like them making the 76 remake. That would be a story. Like if people told me we want you to remake this film, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna do a movie about the making of the movie. I'm gonna recreate everything as they were working back 40 years ago. In terms of casting, I would probably cast Margot Robbie as Jessica Lange. That would be a fantastic thing to do. But that would be something I'd like to do. Hey, Jack, what are your thoughts on Infinity War? Great. Really good movie, but is it the best movie ever, as people are saying? No. It's still a great movie. Eric Kessler was originally going to do the stop motion for a Kong remake I was working on, but things fell through. Oh, really? Oh, I never knew that. Wow. Jack, who would win in the fight, Dracula or Lon Chaney from the Phantom of the Opera? Oh, why do you make these so difficult? Well, the Phantom isn't really a paranormal monster. He's just like he's a confused and sad misfit. I would say Dracula. I would say Dracula would probably beat him because he's got the powers. He's got more agility. So mine's on Dracula. Also, screw Peter Jackson. I want to remake Roger. Yeah, Huey, I'd love to see that. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Hey, BigJackFilms, my grandmother is pulling through her cancer since she had surgery today and took care of her. That's fantastic. I'm glad it's working out for you, man. That's fantastic. I'm glad your grandmother's pulling through. That Quinn Forever. I love that YouTube name. Guys, go subscribe to That Quinn Forever. That's a fantastic name. Fantastic. I watched every single Monster Madness episode, and those are the reasons why I love horror films so much. The new episodes are really good as well. I've only seen the ones that he's done essentially for Monster Madness. So, like when he reviewed Hollow Man and the Psycho series, which came out today. Those are good. But I haven't watched anything else really. I mean, the Cinemassacre video stuff are okay, but they go on a little too long. What do you think of Idris Elba as Dracula? Why does everybody want to cast Idris Elba as certain characters? You know, James Bond, Dracula. You know who would be a great Dracula? Benedict Cumberbatch. How the fuck has he not played that role yet? How the fuck has he not played Dracula? Like, think like a human version of Smaug the Dragon. Oh my god, he'd be great at that. You know, like the synastry of Khan mixed with the wrath and fire eyes of fucking Smaug. Benedict Cumberbatch would be an amazing Dracula. He'd be great. Oh my god, he'd be fantastic. Who would win in a fight? The creature from the Black Lagoon or Frankenstein? Well, they both have different weaknesses. Creature's weakness is land. Frankenstein's weakness is water. I don't think that it'd be physically possible for them to fight. Unless they were both on a boat. Or on a dock or something. What would you think of Cumberbatch's Dracula in a remake of Monster Squad? No, I want him to be just Dracula. Just Dracula. Just put him in the fucking Bela Lugosi or Christopher Lee outfit and I'll be happy. None of that fucking weird George Washington hair shit. Like fucking Gary Oldman. Fuck that. And don't make him feminine. I want my cool Dracula again. Best worst kaiju movie. That's tough. Best worst kaiju movie. I can't say that. I don't know. I haven't seen that many. What do you think the monster... This is a good question from Ethan Doyle. What do you think the MonsterVerse should do after Godzilla vs. Kong? Here's what I would recommend. I would do a third movie with Godzilla, and it would be Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. After that, I would do maybe a Destroy All Monsters film, along with like a solo Mothra, solo Rodan. And then I would do a Destroy All Monsters, and then the last one would be a redo of Godzilla versus Destroya. And then after that, they could stop. That would be enough movies for me. And then, like, you know, Toho can do their movies now. They can do their cinematic universe. Reptilian. No, that movie sucks. No, Huey, that movie stinks. Oh, God, that movie sucks. Like, the monster looks like fucking Megatron from Beast Wars. But even Megatron looked better. And that was back in, like, 95, 96. Don't forget to review my Jurassic Park fan film. Yeah, Davis, I'm going to at some point do a reaction video review to that, so look forward to that. I just gotta find the time for it. I know this next week is gonna be super busy for me, but I will make time for it around November. You got that for sure. Let's see here. What's the scariest dinosaur from Jurassic Park novel that scared you? I haven't finished the novel yet. I think the Dilophosaurus is fucking terrifying. I think the T-Rex is actually pretty scary. More scary than he is in the actual movie. But still, the scariest dinosaurs in Jurassic Park were those first raptors from Noodlar, the very first breed of raptors. Those were scary as hell. Are you planning to see Halloween 2018? I do have plans to see that. It comes out this week. I'm going to try to make it to the movies this weekend. But it will be my first Halloween movie I've ever seen. So I do want to see that. I do want to see how like that and see if it'll be good. All right, we're going to have time for about 3 more questions because I want to wrap this up and I want to get back to writing because I got shit to do tonight. It's 11 o'clock here, so we're going to wrap this up with 3 more questions. The first one we have here, which is a great question. What if Warner Brothers had made Batman v Superman, but with Christopher Reeve's Superman and Michael Keaton's Batman? It would have been a way fucking better movie. I heard rumors that in the mid-90s they tried to do that. But I think once I can't remember when Christopher Reeve had his accident. He had his, like, horse accident. Was I think when they decided we can't do this now. But that would have been great. That would have been fantastic. I would love to see at least like somebody do a fan film on that. Like do a fan film of Michael Keaton's Batman and Christopher Reeve's Superman. That'd be great. Okay. Question number 2. From Huey Tumor says, would you like to work on some projects with me, like remakes of fan projects and stuff? Maybe. I have to see what my schedule's like because right now I've been like super busy with my sister's wedding, and then like I'm already trying to wrap up the mid-season finale. But I will get back to you on that, Huey, at some point. Final question, and this is a good one. Where's Star Wars reviews on the prequel trilogy? Okay, so this is where I'm going to leave it off. The original idea, the original plan was to shoot the prequel trilogy this year and have it out for next year, May 2019, right on time for the 20th anniversary of The Phantom Menace. Unfortunately, due to a lot of issues that came up over the year, a lot of busy stuff had happened, I did not have time to start shooting on the prequel stuff. I have the scripts kind of in a rough draft, but I am going to start writing them around the holidays, and hopefully we're going to get started on the prequel trilogy, begin production in 2019 around the summer, and have it out for 2020. That's when you can expect the prequel trilogy. We have a story. I'm happy to say we have a great story that will continue on from where the Star Wars Saga reviews left off. And we have plans to have it out by 2020, the prequel series. I think that's a good time because it'll be right in between Phantom and Attack of the Clones. So expect the prequel trilogy around that time, and you'll probably see some behind-the-scenes stuff, a couple of vlogs and stuff of us filming the stuff. I plan to maybe put out a little small documentary on the making of that original trilogy, and then put that out for you guys. But yeah, there are more videos coming, so stay tuned for a lot of shit. So that's it for this live stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will probably be back next week or actually no, I probably won't be back next week for another one because, again, sister's wedding. It's going to be top priority for the entirety of next week. So I probably won't be till the following week. But definitely look forward to Friday, the new King Kong review. I will probably even have it up tomorrow night, if that's possible. That would be great to give that out to you guys. There are a few more videos coming. I do have, I might see about getting the Jurassic Park ride out for next week. No promises. I have a few more tweaks I have to do in there, but hopefully out by next week. There will be other stuff coming. I'm still working on my DIY videos. I do have plans for other videos and so on, but I definitely am working on stuff. So again, thank you all so much for getting us to 2,900 subscribers. Let's hope by the end of the year we can get to 3,000 subscribers. I really want that because my other channel has 3,000, and I want to get to that 3,000 subscriber deadline by the end of the year, and hopefully gain more as we go along. So, of course, if you guys want to mail us, or if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can definitely look forward to the next live stream. But if you want to mail us gifts, or you want to send us letters, fan letters, or with questions and whatnot, you can send it to our mailing address, which is in the description for this video below. Or if you have a pen and paper ready, get ready to write this down. It's BigJackFilms, P.O. Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. And you can write us stuff, you can send us gifts and whatnot. So, yeah, that's it. Be sure to subscribe. Let's get us to 3,000 subscribers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. This is BigJackFilms signing off. And I cannot turn back the years. That's my best Phil Collins.